All right, guys. So as you guys saw today, we caught an amazing trade on E-mini longs. So this is the overview of how it happened, what my train of thought process was, and then I'm gonna show you guys why I ended up taking longs. And if you guys were in the Discord, you guys heard me say that I was looking for shorts initially. That was my bias of the day, was gonna be bearish. Some stuff happened where it made me flip my bearish. As you see, it paid me out. So this is where it all started. Okay. So we look at the market, we have this what pre-market look like. Okay, we have these first three candles. Obviously, we don't see this candle yet because this is part of 10 a.m. candle, which obviously is after market opens. So we have these three candles showing. Why am I bearish? Because if we look at this line, we're clearly making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and then we're just consolidating here. So there's no reason to think that we're bullish, right? Especially because this candle hasn't formed yet. So yeah, my bias was bearish. I was looking for a bearish entry, and this is what the entry was gonna look like. If we go down to the 1 hour, we had this 1 hour fair value gap that was created during yesterday's market. On that sell off, we saw this 1 hour fair value gap we created. I extended it. I was okay. So what I'm looking for is price to buy up to this area, and then to give me bearish price action. Excuse me. Yeah, bearish confirmation, and then I would get in. Now, unfortunately, something else happened. The market had a different plan. So we have this hourly drawn out, okay? Oh. So yeah, we have this hourly drawn out, and then what happened was it gets literally inversed, okay? Now, if you guys remember what inverse means, it means when there's a change of structure and price completely disrespects the current trend and any internal liquidity slash external liquidity present. So what happens here in the 1 hour is that we have this 1 hour fair value gap, and what happens to it, it gets completely inversed at 10 a.m. Meaning that, look, the wick goes above it, the body's completely like going through it, it's ramming through it, as you guys can see, and the hourly ends as a hammer. So from there, I know that the trend has changed for today. So what do? I flip my mindset right away to bullish for today. Bullish. I'm like, okay. So now the only setup I had, if it was bullish, was an hourly that already got filled during pre-market, which was this right here, and it already got filled, right? So what I had to do was look for an intraday setup, which is where we go to the 15, which is how I always look for my, like how I always look at the chart is always a 15-minute time frame. So what we have here is precisely enough, as I said on Discord for the people that were there, is I see this 15-minute forming. Hopefully I'll let you guys know by 10:15. That's exactly what I said, and I stayed quiet. And then at 10:15, when this finished forming, I said, boom, we have that 15-minute fair value gap, and that's what I'm looking for. So what happens next? On the next candle, we literally tap into that fair value gap. We end as a hammer. So what else confidence do I need? Okay, I get in, bang, get in on the next. As soon as this candle ends, I get in. Cool. Now what's my stop loss? The low of this candle, of this previous 15-minute candle, right? Which is the most recent low, because if you go on the 5-minute, that's the most recent low. Cool. Now, why is this my TP? Why is 6,849 my TP? Well, if you look into yesterday's price action, that's where we had liquidity line. That was the highest of yesterday's New York session, right there at 6,849. That was the high, which was, as you guys can know, there's liquidity line there. So what happens? Boom, I get in. As you see, consolidates for a little. Honestly, I thought I was gonna get stopped out. I was like, damn, maybe I'm either gonna get consolidation and get like liquidity sweep and then it goes my way, or it just I got faked out totally. But regardless, I was okay with it. I knew how much I was risking. I was okay with all of it. So as you can see, bang, we consolidate. After some time, after 2 hours, we end up hitting my TP. I got all out, and then from there, just consolidates and sells off. And that's what we made over $700 today trading E-mini. And then yeah, if you guys want to trade with me or anything like that, I trade every day 9:30 a.m. live on Discord. Peace.